Hi there, I'm Cher Johnston, and in today's video, we're going to continue work on my quilting my orphan quilt blocks. This time, I decided that my mother would really appreciate it if I sewed down all the edges. I wouldn't normally do that, and in slow stitching, you don't normally care. But I decided that my mother would appreciate that. And I've been sort of thinking about her a bit lately because she made them. So I saw someone doing this um, paper craft. I think it's adorable. And one of the things that she said was you don't want it too wide at the bottom. Well, my mother and my father used to square dance. So she had these wonderful full skirts and she sewed them, most of them. So this fabric is from one of the dresses, one of her square dance dresses that she made. Um, so I cut it out, I folded it up. I'm going to place it here, I think, and I'm going to put this lace is from one of her other square dance dresses. I don't think she made the second one, but anyways. And I thought maybe I'd show you really quickly how I folded the fabric. This is a 6x6. I think I used a 5x5. And basically you fold it in the middle so that you have a crease there. You fold it toward the center on both sides. And then you fold it out this way. There you go. Fold it out this way. You reverse that fold and fold it this way. Then you fold it here and fold it about a ½ inch. On my fabric, I found that I couldn't, if I did a ½ inch, if I did any fold at all, there was too much bulk here. So right here, so I didn't fold it. I just did this step where you pull it out like this, pull that out like that until this is straight. And then you flip it over and fold these sides in, and this goes down, and you make that crease. This side goes in, that goes down, and that crease. Then these get folded out to make the little sleeves, and then you fold down the little collar. Then you can cut it here to make, you know, cut it there. So I may do that on my little dress, but I really like it. I might put something around the waistband. I haven't decided. I really like it though. I'm really happy with it. So I'm not going to do that on camera. That would be really tedious. I'm just going to do a running stitch along the top here and then gather it up so that it has a ruffle. But what I am going to show you today, I'm going to do some stitching on, I stitched down a piece of lace here, and I want to show that to you because that's what I do. So I have my green, my Tuscan olive green, my favorite color, and I'm going to do a feather stitch, which is my favorite stitch, which is done upside down. So I'm going to start right about here. And you know what? I'm going to draw. I like to draw a line. I don't normally do this, but on camera, I find it really hard to make straight lines. So I like to have something to follow. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. That's what matters. So I'm going to start on the line. I'm going to go here and out on the line. Wrap the thread. Oh, you know what? This is stranded cotton. This is not the thread I want to use. I'll be back. Okay, I have the needle that I want. I mean the thread that I want. And the needle that I want. Because I do like these Milliners number 1. I think it's also called a straw needle. They're very, it's not bigger at the eye than it is the rest of it. So it's really good for knots. Speaking of knots, let's do feather twig stitch. I like those. That one you can't really see the knot. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter at all. We have a gloomy day here today in Southern California. It's been raining. I love it when it rains, especially when it rains at night and you hear the pitter patter of the rain on the roof and on the sidewalk, and there's no cat noises outside, there's no people noises outside. I really like that a lot. I couldn't see I had to find my line. Just realized I'm moving off camera. That's not good. So I slept really well last night. I was not sleeping well, and I hurt my back, and I was not sleeping, and I didn't do much of anything really. But I finally got a good night's sleep last night. My back's better. The things that happen to an old body, right? I know that I was looking at my analytics on my page, and it shows me the percentage of my audience that's between 45 and 55 and between 55 and 60 or something like that. Anyways, it doesn't show anyone below 45. So apparently the what is it, the Gen X? No, the Gen Z, I guess it is. The newer generation, they don't really like me. That's fine. I don't really care. I feel like I'm talking to my peers, other baby boomers and Gen X. Is it Gen X? I always forget. I get them mixed up. My daughter's age. She likes the same music I like because she says that's what she listened to growing up. It's really too bad I couldn't have music in the background because it would be classic rock and roll. I sometimes listen to music between takes, and that's what I listen to. When my granddaughter was little, I used to play her music. I used to sing American Pie to her to get her to go to sleep at night. So she knows most of the lyrics, at least the first 2 or 3 verses, anyways. But we were listening to Christmas music. She was maybe a month old. She was born in November 6th. So she was, a little over a month old, and we were listening to Christmas music, and she really liked it until Elvis came on. Oh my God. She just started crying, and at first I didn't know what it was, so I changed her diaper or something. I couldn't figure out why. But anyways, when I turned off the music, she stopped crying, and I noticed, I don't remember how I figured it out, but somehow I figured out that she just could not stand Elvis Presley. She still doesn't like him. She does music. She wants to go to Juilliard. She's plays clarinet at school, and now she's also playing the trumpet or the trombone, the trumpet, I think. I don't remember. God, now I feel bad for not remembering. Anyways, now I'm going to go back up, and I'm going to add in some straight stitches. And I'm just going to do this on camera. Maybe I'll leave timestamps for you to fast forward through all this nonsense if you'd like. But I'm going to just jibber jabber and stitch on camera. Because I love to talk about my little granddaughter. She has a piano keyboard at home. She asked for a violin for Christmas. She has an electric guitar and an acoustic guitar. And she has all of her friends are also in band. And they go, she showed me a video one day. They go on Friday after school. Their parents let them go and hang out after school for a little while, it's really a treat because we live in Southern California, and unfortunately the kids just can't really go out and do stuff like that. But they go in a group, and so their parents okayed it. And anyways, her and her friends went, and they go to the park or to like a playground, a kid's playground, and they practice music. They go and play music together. I think it's just adorable. Anyway, now I'm going to just be quiet and stitch because I think I've run out of things to say. And I can fast forward. This is getting really rather symmetrical, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to come back in and fix that. But right now I'm just having fun doing a lot of this. And I haven't really decided what I'm going to. I don't really decide what stitches I'm going to do before. I guess sometimes I do. Sometimes I think about it and decide. Sometimes I just decide on the fly. Someone told that to me in a dream. Really like these little twiggy ones. I think I'm going to put stitch right between those. Right there. Let's put one between these two here. Okay. I need to get more thread, and I think I'm going to take this and sew it to this, and I think I'm going to sew this down off camera, and I'll be back to finish this in a bit. It'll just be a second for you. Look at how cute you are. Sitting there with your paws tucked under you next to your little drink of water. Do you like to drink your water from a coffee cup? Aren't you the cutest? Okay, I'm back. Been kind of waiting this morning for the background noise to stop, and it's just not stopping. So I found pictures of my mom and dad square dancing, and I printed them out. I think I'm going to put them in my those will go in my journal. I got a little carried away with the little dress. I took a picture of I put some lace underneath. I took a picture of it all. I can put it in here. And I found this blue ribbon. Thought it went really nicely. And I like to do ribbon embroidery on camera because, well, just because I think that I'd like to encourage people to use their ribbons. You know, don't be afraid to get them out and use them. So I'm going to show you how to thread this. I have a I don't know why it is when I get on camera, I can't remember words. My words don't come. This is a chenille needle. I think this one is a size 24. With needles, the lower the number, the larger the eye of the needle. I threaded it, now I'm going to go back through. I'm going to pierce the ribbon at the end and thread that onto the needle. And that just keeps it from, that'll keep that from going anywhere. Then I'm going to put a knot in the end. There we go. And I'm just going to do a few I'm going to do some little detached chain stitch, lazy daisy, if you will. And I'm going to do a little knot at the end. Just wrap one time around there. You don't want to pull it too tight, that knot, because this is a chenille needle and it has to get through. And look at that. There we go. It's kind of cute. I'm going to come down here. I did mark where I want them because I don't want too many. And when I'm filming, I think I get a little carried away. So I'm going to wrap that around just one time, not too tight. Hold it down there. There we go. Now I'm going down here. I put my thumb over it to keep it from twisting up. And I think I'm going to come in with some green ribbon after this and do a little bit more, because why not? Before I do that, though, I might just watch this video and see if I can hear all the outside noise, because that might be kind of irritating me. So there we go. I am going to get some green ribbon and I'll be back. changed my mind. I have some, this is stranded cotton. This is the same color, this Tuscan olive color that I really like. And just one strand, and I'm going to put in some little tiny um, just some little tiny straight stitches. Because they look really delicate, and I think I can put silk ribbon over top if I want, or not. And I think I'm going to be quiet so that I can mute the noise if there's a lot of background noise out there. Okay, now I'm going to find some green ribbon and I'll be back. So here's the needles that I use. I bought these because they're cheap and there's a wide selection, and I wasn't really sure which ones I would be using the most, and I gave them to my students in my class. So I'm going to demonstrate again how I have my ribbon here, and I ironed it. I'm going to cut the end at an angle. Just makes it a little easier to thread into the needle. And this is the number 24 chenille needle. Again, after you thread it, you're going to go back about 1/8 of an inch or so from the end, pierce the ribbon and pull it down. That keeps it from coming off the needle. Also, I pierced it on, this is a variegated ribbon. There's one end that's more tan-ish. So I pierced that end because I want the green here. Not a big deal, but, and I'm just going to do some straight stitches here. I'm going to come up here, pull through. I'm going to lay the ribbon down, and I'm going to pierce the ribbon right there where I want it to lay. There we go. And I'm not pulling it all the way through, just mostly. Then again, I go to right about there. And I'm covering up some of those stitches I just did, but you know, no big deal. Okay. This time, I think I'm going to try and start at the base. And go out. I don't know if I like it better or not. I don't think it makes a lot of difference. And I think the thing with silk ribbon is that it doesn't really matter too much what you do with it. It's just pretty, right? Just pretty. I live close to the Burbank airport. Not terribly close, but close enough that we hear those planes. Okay, now I'm going to get some of my Nemo thread, my beading thread, and tack that down and that. And I might be done. Thanks for watching. Till next time.